Welcome back to another weekly Wednesday, whatever. This weekly, we got a new Wednesday. This is Vampyr. It's taken forever to get to the title. I'm not going to stall it. To be honest, this game's been in my inventory for a while, in my library for a while, but my inventory. The main reason I hadn't played it because in my head I was like, it's got a big download, right? It's like a big download. It's about 15 gigabytes. So I'm not really sure why I had that in my head, but I did. I checked the options already. I don't think I changed anything. So I don't think it matters whether or not. Let's see. What do we want? We want regular mode or hard mode? More less experience points. So the only thing so this one also makes it so that the people that you kill changes what power you get. I like that. I like the idea of that. So let's go with hard mode. Even I wish those were different options. I wish those were separate options. Like, do you want the harder combat difficulty, and or do you want
for the Red Queen under crown of stone, 8 voracious beasts,
the people you kill to depend on what you get, what powers you get? But hopefully the combat's easy. I know a little bit about this game. I'm not going in completely dark. So I know how this game works, kinda. And for that reason is why I'm not going to do the no embrace. I know I'm not doing no embrace. I'm going to be the devil on this guy's shoulder. That's my plan. But I haven't seen the whole game. I've seen about, the first hour or so. And people talking about it and stuff. Alright, I'm going to skip this. Can I skip this? Can I please skip this? I've seen this before and it's stupid. You can't skip this. They were really proud. They were really proud of this. Here's the part. Here's the part where I know this is why it's stupid. What is wall but enslaved stone? Glass is tortured sand. They were really fucking proud of this fucking thing. You can't even skip it. You can't even skip it. All right, we got turned into a vampire. I managed to talk over most of it before I just was like, can I please skip this? But you can't skip any cutscenes, I guess, maybe. I'm not going to try to skip all of them. I only wanted to skip that one because it's stupid. It's probably the worst main character gets embraced by a vampire, it becomes a vampire opening intro of any media. It's probably the worst the main character gets turned into a vampire scene in any media, and it's because of that fucking voiceover that they wrote for it.
And be born once more.
Like if it was just the imagery and it was a little faster, that music, ping 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 ping, that, and the guy gets bit. And that's it. Like, it shows, like, maybe cut out some of it. You got the 2D, the 2D art. You got the vampire. He bites him. I got bit. No, I've been bit. Dead. No voiceover at all. That would have been a pretty cool scene. But instead, they fucking talked about walls being enslaved stones and glass being tortured sand for fucking a minute and a half. It's like they got somebody's composition. That might have been where they got that poem. They got that poem from the lead writer's 6th grade composition book. Okay, this is the part where we go and we eat our sister. There's blood here. This is the first lesson that the game has to teach you is if you have a family member, a relative, a loved one They stumble out of a mass grave towards you in a shamble. The first thing you should do probably is not hold them, because they might be a vampire or some other sort of undead. Basically, don't trust anything that just came from a mass grave. Best case scenario, he might have had something to do with it. Not alive. See, you can't be knowing that kind of. There's no subtitles for this because I guess what she says doesn't matter. This woman doesn't matter. She's just the main character's sister when he was alive. Now he's dead. He has to shed all of his mortal attachments. It's important that he has none of those left. You learn this in Vampire the Masquerade. In Bloodlines, there's that quest. There's that part where the girl runs up to you. She's like, "Oh my god, where have you been?" And you have to kill her. There's no other choice, right?
What have you done, Mary?
See, no, you messed up. No, see, you've got to keep forgetting that she's just. You should have hallucinated that she was just something else. No, you sucked all the blood out of her. She's not bleeding to death. You drank her blood. A compress isn't going to do anything about that. Alright, toss her in the mass grave before somebody figures it out. You don't want somebody to find you here with her. Throw her in the mass grave and make it... Uh-oh. I see a torch. I see torches. Maybe not. I do know that somebody's going to chase him in a second. Because I've seen this scene before. That's why I was talking about what was about to happen the whole time before it happened. They give you a little bit of a different experience. Most playthroughs are probably like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh my god. It's his sister? How tragic." I wasn't going to say anything about it, but there is some audio stuttering. I skipped the Unreal logo at the beginning. I skipped it because they don't deserve it. I think it's UE4. Because UE3 wouldn't be like this. But overall, it's fine. It's not as bad as an indie game using Unreal Engine. That's for sure. Hey, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. What? I'm just a poor little man running through the streets. So, what I never understood.
What's going on?
Maybe we leave this city. I don't know, because the rest of this game, you're like just a doctor working at a clinic. You're a vampire doctor working at a clinic. But I've seen this. Do we just kill everybody that's chasing us? Because there were a lot of people shooting at us. I don't know if it was cops or something. There were people behind. Like, there's a lot of people see me. Not a single one of them recognizes me. Do any of you recognize me? They're all some of these guys look like soldiers. But and I have a feeling this is gonna be coming up a lot with me. Is there just a complete disconnect between the people you're fighting and the people in the town that you're interacting with the whole game? Not really. But they don't know you're a vampire. Most people don't know you're a vampire. I know a couple people will. I know a couple of people will know you're a vampire right off the bat, but for the most part, you're trying to hide it.
No, please, stop!
So I don't know how they deal with that, or if they ever do. I've never heard anybody mention this before. But also I've never heard, so to that end, I've never heard anybody mention how it gets resolved. We just cut through like half his people. You know, you're out of ammo. What? How did that happen?
I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What is
The sun.
the rest of the job? Just leave me.
You'll be fine. What do you mean you can't make sense of this? You never heard of a vampire before?
Burning me to the bone.
Okay.
I need to
Yeah.
find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
It's just when it's loading new areas and assets that it has the stuttering. Luckily, it's not that. Again, it's not a first time solo dev or whatever. Like I come across in the free to play section all the time, where it's for some reason the whole game.
It's locked, all right.
Even though it doesn't look better than this. This game looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Which is good enough. That last game, that detective game I played on Free to Play Fridays, that was the worst. It didn't even look good. It didn't even look like a 2013 Unity game. It looked like a game that could have come out in 2005. Again, other than the effects, the post-processing. It's just the post-processing that drags most of these games down. And UE4 wasn't as bad as UE5, which again I'm guessing this was because I'm almost positive this is, unless they ported it at some point, because this game came out before UE5.
Mary! Mary! Mary.
But the problem started in UE4. UE3 was pretty solid engine. And it wasn't popular with indie devs. It really, becoming popular with indie devs is the worst thing that ever happened to the reputation of Unreal Engine in general. But it also allowed indie devs using Unreal Engine 5, using and abusing Unreal Engine 5 allowed the problems with both UE4 and UE5 to crop up in games that were otherwise decent and performed decent. Like that audio stuttering when I load assets. I wouldn't have identified that as an Unreal Engine issue if I had played this game when it first came out. Before all the indie devs were using Unreal Engine. I would have been like, that's weird. Every time I get to a new area, the audio stutters. That's kind of annoying. And I would have just put it up to the game. Alright. How long are we going to stare at this corpse? You got something to say about this corpse, Jonathan? Got a clock.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy.
Is that me?
Picking the dead's pockets, are you serious?
I've still.
It is me, isn't it?
He's got no more responsibilities.
Was this is one of these this corpse? So it's my watch. Which one of you is the corpse? Is it you? Oh, I thought it was gonna go back to the other guy so I could say, is it you? Oh, and then they threw me in the mass grave. Did I just die of being sick? There were soldiers around, but there's also just random. So somebody also, those guys have seen my corpse. Those were just random pickers dragging my corpse around. What did they pulled my? A lot of people must have seen my corpse. My sister followed me to the mass grave. Saw nothing weird about me crawling out of it. I don't see how we're gonna resolve that. Not one person is gonna be, hey, hold on a second. Especially once we get into we do more and more combat. I saw you sucking some guy's blood in the middle of the street. You killed like 6 vampire hunters. Just right in front of me. Why did you do that?
Who goes there?
What is this cutscene?
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
Who is he? Oh, this is we're reliving our embrace.
No!
Right, that's right. I forgot we got bit by a vampire. That's why we were a corpse. I don't know why I was like, did I get the flu? It's not zombies. I'm not a zombie. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay. Do I have to do all these set pieces? This one I did have to do. But I walked up to that mirror and pressed a button. What's this? I got a thing. I'm holding it. I guess my real question was, what are all those other people doing in that mass grave? What's killing people in general?
Johnny, this one's lost.
But I guess I do know the answer to that question, because the whole game you're working on this.
The orders are to evacuate the hospital.
Done. He'll live.
Who? Who's talking? Are you the guy that stole my watch?
Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
We're just are we going? We're working our way backwards. How far back do we have to go?
No, it never got easy.
All right, who are you talking to? You know, most people don't experience their flashbacks sequentially like that. That's just a little movie magic. That's a lot of text. I'm not here to read that. All right, let's get that gun in us then. Let's ruin these bed sheets.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
I mean, other people seem to understand that the sun burns him. So vampires must be at least somewhat the existence of vampires. Maybe not the existence of vampire, but like the concept of a vampire must exist in this game, in this reality, in this universe. Or that guy, that soldier was very intelligent. All right, let's pull it. Because he's just like immediately was like, the sun will take care of you. He grabbed him. He started burning. He was like, the sun will take care of you. He immediately knew it was the sun. So either he's heard of vampires and he thinks this guy's a vampire for some reason, or he just he jumped immediately to the conclusion that it was the sun. He was right. Could have easily been wrong. Aha, he can't touch human flesh, this beast. It burns him. Because we are of God, and he is absent of God, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you're still alive, buddy. You got bit by a vampire.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
I hope he settles down on that, too. This is another thing I was aware of this game, is the main character is a skeptic, but he's a skeptic in the face of just like blatant evidence. I'm a vampire. There's no talking my way out of this. It makes no sense. Okay, yeah, but it happened. You shot yourself in the chest and you're still alive. You can't just be like, no, this isn't happening. That's not skepticism. That's stubbornness. You're being stubborn, Jonathan. Okay, we got autophaging. This is the only one we can use. 600 points. We've got a lot of points here. We've still got 1,000 points. Where did we get all those points from? Okay, Can I get claws then? Yeah. I guess we were supposed to have both of these points. They don't want us using a machete the whole game. Gotta get our claws. Right. You have to hold everything. You always have to hold everything down. That's kind of annoying. I'd honestly rather a pop-up that says, "Are you sure?" The "Are you sure" pop-up is superior. I know it's been memed on a lot but that's because it slows you down. And holding a button down for 2 seconds is slower than having to press a button twice. We need to get that memed on more. It's like, oh god, those holding a button down for 2 seconds, because it's way worse. When you're trying to do stuff, it's way worse than having to remember that it's gonna ask you, "Are you sure?" As long as the "Are you sure" pop up isn't a 2-second animation. Are you sure? Oh no! They've tracked me.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
All right. Leech. Is that what they call vampires in this universe? I can teleport. You're figuring out your powers awfully quick. Oh, I can skip some scenes. What's this? Offhand weapons. Used. Why? Okay, I've got 2 weapons. I've still got the machete. I guess I'm using the machete the whole game. And I have claw attacks. I didn't look at my claws attacks. Hey, hold on. How did I get to the level up screen? I want to see my powers. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Where's my powers at? I want to look at my powers. Here it is. Okay. Right bumper. Left bumper to heal. Alright. Let's drink you down. There we go.
A strength I never knew I had.
Well, you didn't. You didn't have that. This is a new strength. Oh, I thought you would be stunned from that. Alright.
The fiber of my being is a fire.
Hey, stop it. Stop. I don't get health directly from feeding, it looks like. Unfortunate.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Okay. Please don't get too much into the self-discovery. Ah! Hey. You're a tough one, aren't you? Can I drink some more blood, please? I would like some more of that blood. Thank you.
My strength.
Alright, good.
Reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
No, Jonathan, you're a vampire. We've been over this. It's been 25 minutes almost, Jonathan. It's been 20 minutes maybe that you've been a vampire. You should get okay, there we go. That's what's causing all the mass graves. Other than the vampires. There's also an illness. I wonder how many of those mass graves are actually just vampire victims, and they were like, well, we can't tell everybody that we're finding people with claw and teeth marks in them. Although, let's just say they died of that illness that's also killing people. Very convenient. Very convenient time to have a vampire outbreak. We got a lot of posters we can look at. Are these the same? They are the same. Okay.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood.
Well,
Mary
She shouldn't have been wandering around near the mass graves. If it wasn't her, it would have been someone else. Let's eat this rat. It'll be funny. Yum, 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 yum.
Thirst for blood.
There's some shillings. I got money. Can I... Is there another one? There we go. Yum, 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 yum.
Believe I'm doing this.
Tough.
It's locked, all right.
Can we not bust down doors? I thought we had super strength now. Can we... Miss mode? Miss mode.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
You can decide how dizzy you're gonna be? Or you're just not dizzy anymore. That's a weird way to say I'm feeling less dizzy when I do this. The dizziness is starting to get easier, is starting to get less, like when you play VR. Oh, there's rats. I accidentally ate one. Well, I'm gonna eat them even if I don't need to, because...
Say to me.
I'm just tapping the A button as I'm running. In my mind, I'm like, sprint. But it's not sprint. What was sprint? Is there a sprint button? There it was. B.
I cannot enter.
There's a lot of locked doors around here. Have I been here? I don't know if... I hope I didn't get turned around at some point. Okay, no. I got a new location. District. Stable. Oh, we got unlocked all the locations. Corpse.
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Is that one of the guys that robbed us? This guy looks like he got shot or something. What are you doing, Jonathan? You know that there's undead in this world. Be careful. What are you doing? Okay. A vampire attack. But you should be careful because he might get back up. I'm guessing all blood means no, but who knows? He might get back up, so be careful. Can we have this? Can I have this weapon? I would like... Oh, that is a weapon on the floor, right? Maybe not. Senses.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Where are we going? Following the blood?
Where has everyone gone?
Probably running from this bleeding guy.
The blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
A hideout. I can hide here? I can, what does this mean? I don't have guns yet. There's a crafting bench. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Can I sleep here? I can sleep here, which means, I think it's saved. See you next week for more Vampyr.